Not at all. Not one piece of me did that. Not one piece of me got on that game for that. I lost health and I died. Not putting up with it. Nope. And we already blew the money. We blew the money. So I can't get no damn health back. It's all right. I ain't want to play anyway. I ain't want to put forth evident plan anyway.
This is Democracy Manifest.
Soon as I load in, people subscribe it. It's cool. Grandma not mad. Grandma will never be mad. Grandma just irritated. That's what it is. Grandma irritated. Grandma is irritated to the fullest of the nines. To the fullest of the nines. To the fullest of the nines. Now look, to continue the gimmick of the last stream. We now in the midst of financial layoffs and people's money being a significant issue to speak on. Don't worry, fellas. We got a hero among us. We got a hero dedicated to understanding your struggle and understanding what you're going through on this holiday season. Motherfucker, everybody make the holidays like the end all be all. Like you gotta get somebody something. Bro, you ain't gotta do nothing for me. Just try your best. Just Moro asked me the other day, what do you want for Christmas? Surprise me, bro. I ain't got no idea. But I want to read the comment. Massive layoffs hit, 153,000 fired, loads of stores closed, Apple, Foot Locker, Amazon, and more. Dick's charges $60 for sweatpants and $22 for socks. I quit going to Dick's Sporting Goods when they went to war with the Second Amendment. Dick's Sporting Goods should have gone out of business years ago. They pulled guns and ammo from their stores. That's not the reason. We were in a recession when Biden was still in office, but they redefined what constitutes a recession. Oh, so listen, Biden's not here anymore. Biden's not here anymore. So unfortunately, y'all gonna have to deal with the consequences of what you have now. I'm still waiting for people to elaborate on how Trump called Americans untalented, but LOL.
You know, I've been chicken littling a little bit on X and in my videos, trying to tell people that we are in store for, I think, a pretty rough 2026. And I don't fear monger. I just try.
You fear monger all the time. And I'm going to prove it a little later that you fear monger all the time, sir. Nobody getting shit from me for Christmas. I just spent $3,000 on my mom. See, there you go. Mom's eye surgery. There you go. You ain't got to do nothing. You gave somebody the gift of better eyesight. You win.
I look at things practically, and I'm gonna share some things with you in this video to support why the way I think I do, but also try to give you some practical advice that I'm taking myself.
This is not the person you need to be taking financial advice from in the midst of any possible crisis of losing a job. This man went into debt in the realm of $300,000. Why? Because he's trying to bank it all on a coffee business where he'll lie to you about the entire layout of a video just to promote his coffee. But okay, let's hear it.
To try and dial back costs going to 2026. I believe that 2026 will probably be declared a recession. I believe we're actually kind of already in one right now. This is the bounce, the low, the Biden recession that he kicked down the road. And there's a lot Trump can still do to...
Nope, this is Trump shit. Sorry, but Biden's not here. And people were feeling the ramifications of this shit, I'm going to say, starting in April. And this rabbit's nest was ignored for so long until it started personally affecting you motherfuckers. All of a sudden, you motherfuckers, even him, because we're going to get to it, talk about how this time of the year is the greatest time for him to make money, and he's not making the same amount as he's made in years past, and he can't figure out the reason. You got Tim Pool blaming Candace Owens because, oh my God, Candace Owens is so evil, everyone's just giving her money. Okay.
Mitigate the length and the impact of it, and there's a lot we can do. Simple stuff. to mitigate the impact of it. But just today, let me go through a couple stories from just today. Dick's Sporting Goods announces closures, with hundreds of Foot Locker stores also set to be closed. Dick's Sporting Goods is gearing up to close several Foot Locker stores just months after scooping up the sneaker chain in a $2.4 billion deal. The retailer didn't say how many locations were going to get the axe, but CEO Ed Stack called the closures a necessary cleanup to keep Foot Locker from weighing down the business in 2026. We need to clean out the garage, Stack says in the interview. Foot Locker, the 51-year-old sneaker seller, operates more than 2,400 stores worldwide, including 665 in the United States. These shops have struggled for years. The core customers tend to be lower income than Dick's Sporting Goods shoppers, and the chain has been hit hard by a softer economy and rapidly shifting sneaker trends, especially from longtime best-selling brands like Nike. I don't know, I buy shoes, I wear them until they fall apart, but I know shoes are some people's thing, and that's okay. We're going to have a bunch of Foot Lockers closed. I'm not surprised. This doesn't necessarily, quote unquote, freak me out, but you're going to have some closures there. Today, also, Apple cuts dozens of jobs and
Nigga said, hello, black. Oh, God. I'll never truly understand. There's such a difference in tone from like streaming on Twitch to streaming on YouTube. And the sick part is you all treat me like I'm somehow the lesser of society. I'll never truly understand it. I'll continue to be confused by y'all when y'all do it. But oh my God, you never have to treat me like this. You could treat me like I'm somewhat of a human, because that's what I am. I'm somewhat of a human.
Characteristic move as jobs bloodbath spreads. Apple is trimming its sales ranks, a rare move for a company that's long prided itself on employment stability. The iPhone maker is cutting dozens of jobs as it reshapes how it pitches products to businesses, schools, and government agencies. It was reported Monday. Over the past couple weeks, affected staffers have been told, according to the report, the cut hits as account managers handle big institutional clients and employees who run Apple's briefing centers, the rooms where companies host high-touch demos and close their meetings with would-be customers. Multiple sources told Bloomberg they were blindsided by the layoffs. Apple historically avoids broad workforce cuts, and Chief Executive Tim Cook has publicly called the job cuts a last resort. But the iconic tech company now joins a sweeping trend of billion-dollar corporations handing out pink slips right before the holiday season. This year, multiple companies, Amazon, UPS, Intel, Verizon, AT&T, Walmart, Target, Ford, and GM, have all slashed white-collar staff while simultaneously launching internal AI products. That is actually who's been getting hit hardest by all of this, right? At least right now. It's the white-collar staff. It's the, what probably...
Oh my God, what are the odds that he thinks?
How's my dick supposed to jump off of all of this information you just gave me, man?
That's oddly timed specifically. What are the odds that he thinks that this is just white people? He put too much emphasis on the white collar on that one. Like, I'm sorry. He put way too much emphasis on it to the point where it makes me wonder.
Probably college educated, and they're being replaced by AI, or they're getting offshored. That's really what they're either being replaced by AI or they are getting replaced by offshore Indians. It's not known how many people are impacted by Apple's layoff. We've said dozens, but I don't know. The bigger picture is everybody's cutting. Now, maybe this is all, trim back after the coup, but look at this. Job apocalypse gathers steam as Americans lose 13,500 positions every single week. Pink slips are piling up. One of the only real-time reads on the economy says that the bleed is speeding up. ADP, the payroll processing giant, reported Tuesday that private companies have shed 13,500 jobs a week since October. A steep jump from the roughly 2,500 weekly losses it flagged in its last update. You went from 2,500 jobs a week to almost 14,000. 700% increase. Well, let's call it 600 is probably fair. 500 to 600% increase in job cuts. And that's every single week. This spike comes as Washington scrambles to reboot its own labor data machinery after America's longest government shutdown stalled multiple key economic releases, with the Bureau of Labor Statistics Cornerstone Jobs Report now delayed until mid-December. I don't expect that to be good, by the way.
For all of this information you just gave me, man.
Foot Locker has been going downhill for years before Trump's first term. The problem is every single significant issue that occurred in the past 4 years, they pinned on one man. So no one is going to be able to cry any type of foul when that same line of logic runs back now that it's anyone else's guy running the ship. Because that's how piss poor political discourse is. Everything going wrong in the world, it's his fault. Now that we got a new person in charge, oh, well, it's not his fault at all. It's the lingering effects of the old guy. Even though when Biden first got into office and shit was still kind of garbage, what did people say? Oh, it's the remnants of the Trump administration. It's this ungodly, finicky structure that has gone on for so long. It's ridiculous. What is he talking about? He's talking about people getting laid off. I swear if I see like an ad, I'm going to laugh.
ADP's unofficial tally has become one of the few clear windows into the labor market. And for workers, the numbers hardly feel like a shock. Layoff tracker challenger Gray and Christmas recorded 153,000 jobs cut in October alone, a staggering 175% jump from the last year and 183% jump from September. It was the sharpest October spike since 2003, when companies were reeling from dot-com collapse. Major employers have added to the drumbeat. Over the past 3 months, Amazon, Apple, UPS, Intel, Verizon, AT&T, Walmart, Target, Ford, and GM all made headlines.
Off all of this information you just gave me, man.
I don't care for stores like Foot Locker since they don't carry my women's size 11 extra wide. Well, the beautiful thing about that is there are stores that do cater to you, like TJ Maxx.
Staff. Those job losses are starting to creep into the government's latest reporting. Last week, the BLS released a September jobs report weeks later than expected. While the top-line jobs figures outperformed expectations, the data found that more Americans were claiming unemployment checks. Now let's go to the unemployment number, which I want to share with you. Here's the unemployment number as of yesterday. The U.S. job market is...
Wait. You getting snow down there? I have no idea. You know what's crazy? I got snow in February, so the likelihood that I get it in like December, I have no clue. I think it was 2023 that was snow in December, but those pictures I took, which were the greatest pictures I've ever taken, those were in February. Bad times are coming. I don't know how to fix it. You can't fix shit. That's the goddamn problem. Motherfuckers are
How's
thinking.
my dick supposed to jump off of all of this information you just gave me, man?
I feel like you just keep throwing one bit just to hear that. But I can say just be smart with your money. Hold off on large purchases. Go through your credit cards and figure out what monthly charges for stuff you actually need. Oh. The man who was in $300,000 in debt is telling everybody to be smart with their credit cards. Hopefully you start to understand that motherfuckers will not and should not be buying coffee or funding your trips to a fucking TP USA event. Because that's another fucking thing I heard.
Is deteriorating. The number of Americans receiving unemployment benefits hit $1.974 million people, the highest in 4 years.
How's my dick supposed to jump off of all of this information you just gave me, man?
It's the fact that you keep doing it after this motherfucker reads something, which will have me in a state of thinking you're timing this too perfectly.
I know what you're thinking. How many of those are illegals? I don't know.
No, nobody was thinking that. No, nobody was thinking that. The job market has crashed. Motherfuckers, in a time where money is probably the most important thing. Oh, it's Christmas. It's supposed to be about family. Fuck that. It's about buying shit for people. Nobody's thinking about illegal immigrants as much as you want them to. When I'm sitting here thinking about the job market plummeting, when I'm sitting here thinking about people losing jobs, when I'm thinking about people getting cut off during a significant time of the year, I'm not thinking about illegal immigrants. I'm thinking about their money and their finances. Shock of all fucking shocks.
But this is just another reason why we need to seriously ramp up any and all deportations.
Deport these motherfuckers if you want. You're still gonna have the same problem. You just pinned it on.
How's my dick supposed to jump off of all of this information you just gave me, man?
You just pinned it on. First of all, Minnie, I appreciate all those bits. You just pinned it on potential AI and offshore working. You deport motherfuckers, they still have offshore working, you stupid fuck. But because you don't actually know how an actual business works, and you running some shit man chained operation, the dumbest way possible in terms of finances, this is what you get.
And we need to do serious audits at every level of government with SNAP and unemployment and figure out who's...
Oh my God. We need to do audits on unemployment while motherfuckers are getting unemployment checks because they don't have jobs. What the fuck is the dick jumping comment? Oh, it's my alert on Twitch. I'm dual streaming. Sorry, good sir. I'm or madam, whatever the fuck you are. I'm multi-streaming. I'm a civilized creature in society.
Actually deserving of it. This likely means the unemployment rate is now...
Oh, wait. Time out.
Ramp up any and all deportations. And we need to do serious audits at every level of government with SNAP and unemployment and figure out who's, actually deserving of it.
So let me help y'all out just a little bit. About a month ago, while the government was shut down, stupidly, a lot of people got convinced because the internet will only show you what your algorithm dictates, that the only people who were topping the charts of government aid for food stamps were somehow fat, single-mommed black women. When in reality, fuck you, Skelly, when in reality, it's the whites who have dominated the charts. And they've dominated them for a long time. an audit, first of all, that's a process that's going to take longer than you would think. You drastically want to pin the world's problems on illegal immigrants. You're probably one of the people that thinks it's a great idea for a 50-year mortgage to flatten the curve of these illegal immigrants somehow having no money whatsoever coming into this country, but buying every single fucking house. You drastically can't be this slow at the dumbest of times.
This likely means
and Skelly, so for all of y'all on YouTube, I was already streaming on Twitch, and I was playing Repo, and I had about 5 minutes of fun before I got killed for no reason. After I seem to have forgotten, because I allowed Skelly to trick me. I forgot that I'm not playing Repo anymore because that game is horse shit. I'm not playing it anymore. I'm not playing it anymore. I forgot that I got chased by 3 skulls and that fucking alien. I forgot. But back to the financial expert here.
Unemployment rate is now higher than the reported 4.4% in September, as finding a job is increasingly difficult. U.S. layoffs are running at crisis pace. The companies announced 153,000 job cuts in October, nearly tripling from 2024. It was the worst October in 22 years. Year-to-date layoffs have reached 1.1 million, up 65% year over year, nearing great financial crisis levels. Now, again, I know that there's... Look, if I'm wrong, all that you're going to do is save a little extra money. But I'm not...
Ooh, wow, great. That's crazy.
Not an economist. I don't know. I can't look at this and say, well, this is definitionally...
Then shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
How's my dick supposed to jump off of all of this information you just gave me, man?
If you are not a financial expert, don't tell other people what to do with their money. These people have to find ways to support themselves, or maybe even worse, a group of people. And being told by a guy who blows his money on the oddest of shit to save your money is drastically disingenuous.
A recession, but these numbers don't look good. Also, Americans are defaulting at crisis levels. Per Fortune, serious student loan delinquencies hit 14.3% in quarter 3, 2025, while auto loan delinquencies are up to 3%, both the highest since 2010. I know, we need to deport, someone is, I was still deporting.
Why are we still talking about deportation? Americans, nigga. Americans. I ain't seen a stat about an immigrant yet. Why in a moment of crisis we talking about Americans does this motherfucker routinely want to talk about everybody's abuelita? Abuelita's gone. I ain't seen a Mexican in months. Not for lack of looking, because them Latinas just... Latinas are a magnificent group of people. But bro, this is getting to a fucking point.
Millions of immigrants to make things better. Well, we need to deport 10 or 20 million. And then there is a time period that needs to pass before we can actually see results. I think deportations are very smart and that they will help the U.S. economy. But again, private payrolls fell by 13,500 jobs a week. That's a lot. 153,000 jobs in October alone. The labor market is losing momentum faster than we think. The labor hoarding era is ending. For the last few years, companies held on to workers despite slowing revenue because hiring was just too difficult. This is all correct. Now profit margins are tightening and firms are finally reducing headcount. Small businesses are getting hit the hardest. Hiring plans are at their lowest since 2016. The biggest drop in labor demand since the GFC. Small businesses are the first to cut when the conditions tighten. They employ 46% of all Americans. Wage growth is slowing. Companies are not competing for labor anymore. This usually precedes a rise in unemployment.
This is why I like you, Leon. You like me because I have a sultry voice that will allow you to understand that I am not interested in hearing the ramblings of a man who has to fucking pretend like a story is about him or not about him in order to try to sell you coffee. It's just not going to fly. Leon, go for the Puerto Rican Latinas? No.
1 to 3 months later. Recession risks rising. Historically, every period when private payroll drops 4+ weeks in a row lead to either a rate cut cycle, which would be nice, or a recession.
Why the fuck do I look at this notification at the bottom of my screen to see Skelly playing Sword Art Online? I'm actually going to break your fingers. Why are you playing that? Skelly!
Now, you can put things off maybe with rate cuts, but it's not the silver bullet. The problem is we've got too much damn debt. And, you know, writing $2,000 checks to every American, while I understand every American makes $100K anyway.
We've been in debt for decades. We've been in debt for decades. And your president, your president, your president, your president, your guy is talking about giving people $2,000 after at the beginning of the year we everybody was running around hooting and hollering talking about $5,000 Doge checks. What happened to those? What happened to them Doge checks? Now it's oh shit, oh that was just an exaggeration, but this is the real deal. Oh, he wasn't actually serious about that. Oh, y'all killing me.
You know, less than 100K is great for PR. It doesn't actually solve any problems. We should be using this tariff money to pay down our debt. I know that's not popular because it comes at a time when literally everybody, including myself, could use $2,000. I mean, I'm doing a fundraiser so that we can afford to go to AmFest as a show. Like,
let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this shit. I implore you all, because he said it, not me. I implore you all to, throughout like this next week, observe carefully this channel and the videos they upload about the quartering. They're gonna range from like maybe 30 to an hour long. You need to watch how these motherfuckers categorically make fun of this freaky fat fuck. You need to, because the more you watch it, and the more you watch what he says, not on this channel, but on like his little live Rumble channel, you'll understand why him saying anything about his financial issues is a fucking joke.
Like, it's, you know, I've talked about it before. YouTube revenue's down 50%. I laid off almost everybody on my team.
Oh, crazy. Maybe you should be deporting motherfuckers, and maybe you wouldn't have to. It's fucking crazy.
Because I'm betting on 2026 being rough. And the best thing you can do is what I'm doing. Reduce costs. Do your home repairs now. Do your major expenses now.
Oh, wasn't everybody telling you reduce your cost for like the entire year and in 2024 because you had all this fucking money, but you was blowing it on shit that didn't matter? You blew money on an editor. You don't edit shit. And no, changing the fucking overlay to show less fucking ads is not really worth that much effort. All you did was put a blue fucking backdrop over this. There is nothing different. There is zero different.
Then like go through your credit cards and figure out, hey, how many streaming services am I paying for? 7? How many do I need? 1, 2, cut those other 6. Do I have active gym memberships I'm not using? Do I have, you know, what I always do, I don't know if this is the easiest way, but I usually...
Wow, this is not groundbreaking information at all. I just want you all to know that. None of what I'm hearing is groundbreaking information. This man bought dirt to create like his own sandlot for racetracks. This man is trying his hardest to have a streaming setup to do in real life streaming at a fucking conservative event. This man has a water cooled PlayStation.
Off of all of this information you just gave me, man.
This man has a water cooled PlayStation 5. You post a link while we are watching you. Oh, no shit. Oh damn, did I? Damn. Damn, did I? Whoa, really? Oh, really? Really? I did? I did? I did? Oh my God, I did? Jesus Christ. I did? I did? I did? Jeez. I did? Now, simple. I did that because I said in your spare time throughout the next week, I'd recommend watching that channel. And what they show you about how this dude deceitfully talks about finances. Is your comprehension that weak? Do I need to direct you? You know what? I got a woman for you. If your comprehension is that weak, I got a woman for you. 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 A real sex thing. I got a real sex thing. It's a woman who refuses to acknowledge that she's a fuck up because her son brought a gun to school. By the way, somebody looked at the comments of this video. Look at this shit. I'm sorry. Where was all this backlash for weapons being on campus when that Carmelo kid brought a real fucking knife to school event, grammar, and someone actually died? We have heard no backlash on the parents' fault in that case, but we hear it here. Why? Because anyone that defended that idiot did was defend having an actual weapon, but now we back to saying even toys that look like weapons aren't allowed? What happened? First of all, I don't know who this mythical anyone is, but I view Carmelo in the wrong unless evidence dictates that he had to defend himself, which no one knows about, and you're not going to know about it till next year. Oops. But see, this is about as gay as when you make a video about a black person and they say, did you know about it?
New donation from Mercedes Rivera.
Literally is what happened when I was talking about Carmelo Anthony. Hey, did you make a video about that woman who called that kid the N-word? As the video was already uploaded. What are these recommended videos? You know the sick part? These are only recommended on my streaming channel because of the shit I watch on here. She got betrayed and then banned and even banned. Nintendo Fanboys Attack. The Thong Song. The DreamWorks Theory. When anime villain has a good reason to be one. I admit it. I don't want to know what that is. Male loneliness epidemic. This is stand-up comedy, which is interesting. Over the Hedge. What really happened to Michael Jackson? I don't think I want to know that from a dude whose hair is unkept like that. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But back to this.
Usually just lose my credit card, and then I realize the stuff that stops working that I actually need, and then suddenly everything's, suddenly my credit card bill's $200 a month less because there's all this stuff that was renewing on my credit card that I didn't even know about anymore. I'm not saying, hey, go buy beans and rice. I'm just saying, hey, I think 2026 is going to be rough, and maybe don't buy that new boat yet, or buy that. Hey, Hockey's feeling better. Here you go, boy. What's up with you?
Oh my God. Wouldn't you possibly fucking think that in the midst of you doom patrolling everybody, that it wouldn't be a good time to see somebody else's dog that cost a lot of money?
Your mama give you a bath, you smell like you got a bath. Maybe Huck needs to not have raw meat. He needs to go back to kibble. Too expensive. This is, despite all the comments I know this video is going to have about people telling me I'm crazy and that everything we just need time. That might all be true, but while that time passes, people still have to pay their bills. So my advice is just to be smart with your money. Maybe hold off on that vacation right now. Maybe hold off on that boat. Maybe hold off on that new car. Maybe repair your car instead of buying a new one right now. Maybe, again, going through your credit card is just good everyday advice. I just think there's a lot
that is not good advice at all
that we can do to try and just in case. Look, if I'm wrong, you'll have a little bit more money in the bank and you go on vacation next year. You literally lose nothing. I hope you're informed by this video. If you were, please leave a like.
I was not informed by this video whatsoever. I failed to see how I could have been informed at any point by this video. I fail to see it. I really do. I don't look at what I consumed in this video and thought to myself, I've learned a lot this day. I feel as though I should be disappointed that I still exist. And I'm going to further that point by another video from him. Apparently about how creators are panicking that their money's tight. And the sick part is I feel as though that when we start hearing this, it's not as deep as you might want it to be.
Talk among creators quietly that things on YouTube aren't going very well. Basically, especially in this space. Now, I won't share like who said what to me behind the scenes, but I will share kind of what everyone's seeing.
I don't think you talk to anybody about this behind the scenes. The only other person that I could possibly think could be in that echelon, probably Tim Pool, because he pinned his fucking low viewership on Candace Owens and how she is so evil because she's prancing around a dead body. But, you know, fuck, that's funny.
And also this report from Neon that I think is very, very good too. Neon, not that dork streamer, but Neon in our space. Things are not good in YouTube. Like, this is the time. So if people who watch YouTube, for example, they kind of know creators will always talk about it. Like, you make your year in October, November, December.
That is terrible, and no, you don't. Here's what he actually should say. You know how for people who work actual 9-to-5 jobs, you get like that Christmas bonus? And depending on where you work, it's either a guarantee or it's not. Or you know how you work overtime, you get like a little extra money? That is what he's describing, because I believe from October to maybe January, and if not January, December, there's a bonus in money that content creators could make. There's a bonus in the amount of money, and for people like him, seems like he's not he looks so sad. For people like the Quartering, seems like he's not getting that as much as he would like it. And here's the thing, I've been saying it for the longest of time, you can play this dangerous game as long as you want. The money fluctuates. Let's say, for the fuckity-ish example, you do great 1 month on YouTube. That next month, let's say you get 20,000 for all that work you put in the previous month. And you think, oh my God, life-changing money, which it is for a lot of people. And then you, for some reason, the next month, because you thought you were made and you could take a little bit of a break, instead of making 20,000, you make 3,000. Still a lot of money. Like, still a lot of money. But shit is drastically not the same as $20,000. This shit fluctuates every fucking month. It does. And I keep saying, anytime a motherfucker brings up like the financial of social media or content creation, I have to remind y'all of that, because there will never come a day where this will be like a fixed income where you're going to make this the whole time you do it. It'll be different every month. Don't matter if it's $1 different or $5,000 different. It'll be different every fucking month.
Right? In most years, I make more in October, November, December than the other 9 months combined, you know?
That's horrible. But again, there's the incentive around that, because there are ads that are promoted more in this time because people are trying to sell shit, people are trying to get eyes on products, and that's the way to do it.
And a lot of people are like that because advertising spend is going crazy. This year, dozens of people I talked about having the same or more views, but are making up to 40 to 50% less per month or per day. The revenue stream of YouTube has completely collapsed. And I think it's mostly because they're pouring it all into shorts. They're paying less for long form videos, and everyone's running their ads in shorts right now. In fact, there was an article on TubeFilter that talked about shorts is actually earning more money than long form videos right now. But this is an actual real problem. And you're going to see the landscape of YouTube change drastically in the next year. There are layoffs. I won't say who told me about layoffs, but I had to cut back on staff. it's been very real, and there's something to it. Let's start with this tweet. You're gonna get annoyed basically over the next year. I'm gonna be pushing, hey, sign up on Rumble Premium using my promo code, or go to the.
I want you to look at the screen very closely. This video is from 3 weeks ago. And the same guy who's telling you to spend $6 a month or $60 a year is somehow convinced that you should do that because he's losing money, and the only way that he could get it is by you giving him money. You, the same fuck who just stated, hey, save your money. Oh, what a difference 3 fucking weeks makes. Now I'm just like the weest bit curious.
How's my dick supposed to jump off of all of this information you just gave me, man?
Meanwhile, you post multiple times a day on YouTube, you complete idiot. How is this our problem? You spent money on garbage. Didn't you save anything? You still make in 1 month more than most of us make in several. This should be we have been video. I believe this is supposed to be, this shouldn't have been a video. And no, your views are down. People are losing interest. Other channels are doing well. And no, I'm getting a lot of ads that aren't spam, from medical to Walmart to Beat Buy, Best Buy, and Chewy. I rarely get AI slop ads. Maybe it's your content and the ads they put for you. I watch shorts and most aren't being ripped off. Maybe it's your algorithm. Because, thank you for the warning. There are many better channels that do exactly what you do, only better. You make money from ads and you use an ad blocker. YouTube isn't a real job, buddy. Get SmartTube, you don't get any ads or sponsored reads. They could cut off your revenue for using copyrighted music. Yep. But they don't know how to do that with stolen clips. What are you talking about? They do know how to do that. What are you talking about? Who told you motherfuckers they don't know? Oh wait, I know who. Him. They absolutely can book your ass for stolen shit. Case in point, I could, for 10 minutes, play you a fucking video from what's that channel that does the debates? Jubilee. Those motherfuckers, you watch they shit for 10 minutes straight, full screen, you gonna get a fucking notification like somewhere right here about copyrighted content. They absolutely know how to do that. They've absolutely done that before. Motherfucker, you can record a video and add in like a news outlet's clip, and they'll book your shit before you even upload the video. This is a blatant lie. MAGA censored Charlie Kirk content. Trump economics loser. I feel like I know what this is. We're not YouTubers. We're content creators. Looks like the era of free money is coming to an end. It's really not. It's a bunch of people panicking because they made so much fucking money. Now they're not making it because a lot of people don't want to hear like some shit anymore. This Yeah, you should check out the YouTube channel Based If True. I have no idea if I want to do that. Based, you know what? Just because. Let's walk this rabbit hole together. Would you call this shit based if true? I like how the second option is based if true full movies. A subscriber paid me to read an erotic novel about Xi Jinping. Okay. Okay, so you did come back. Suck my dick. If I get one more of these, if one more of you motherfuckers says that shit, I'm just turning this shit off.
thequartering.com/join. Like, this will be by the end of 2026. My members group will be probably my most important source of income. Now, I should have started pushing this a year ago or 2 years ago.
You've been pushing this for the longest of times, buddy. Damn near every video you got is you pushing this or pushing coffee. You're a liar. You're fraud.
But, late is better than never. By the way, you can go to thequartering.com/join, talk to me directly in our private Discord group, get topics suggested, participate in our giveaways and all sorts of stuff like that, and just generally hang out with hundreds of other people. You don't need to download anything if you don't want to, and all that kind of stuff. So, thequartering.com/join. So Neon, who runs Clownfish TV, but also runs a bunch of other stuff that we've been talking about, talks about ad spends lower this year in Q4 than previous years. We're seeing.
I just can't for the life of me. Listen, this is amazing. This has been amazing for so long. Being able to voice my fucking opinion and be right. It's a beautiful thing. Interacting with you overly sexual fucks has been intriguing, to say the least. I can say confidently that there are a few people in my life that I would probably have never met if it wasn't for content creation. I will continue to remain grateful and blessed that I'm still doing this and I've gotten this far with barely any hiccup. So when I see these pretentious fucks in a time where everybody's money is a question, throwing out ads, saying, please help me this, please help me that, it just infuriates the fuck out of me. It infuriates me to the highest fucking degree. And what makes this fucking worse, is that let's take the financial aspect out of it and let's just get to the nitty-gritty greed of it all. When it comes to other streamers on Twitch, I don't care about your follow. If you don't come in every now and then and speak, it means nothing. The bare minimum is lurking and racking up channel points. I've unfollowed streamers for not reciprocating support, and I don't feel bad. I have 46 people on YouTube and 10 on Twitch. All of you motherfuckers are not obligated to be here. This is really a choice. All of you motherfuckers aren't obligated to leave a comment. Why do I say that? It's not because I'm pretentious. It's not because I'm selfish. It's not because I'm egotistical. It's really not even because I'm owed your time. It's because you people have fucking lives. You have things in your day-to-day to worry about. You cannot always stop what you're doing to respond to the shit we're watching or the shit I'm saying. For the love of fuck, I'm getting sick of these horrendously entitled people with these horrendously entitled bad takes. And I get it. You're a streamer. You want all eyes on you 24/7. Buddy, that's not how they gonna get you in, bro. That's not gonna get you in any form of fashion at fucking all. But it gets worse. It gets worse.
Mookie, you real funny. Let me see the last.
Now, mind you, let's read this from this Mookie person. Happy Thanksgiving. How are you? I truly understand you want the love to be reciprocated, but a lot of the times you have to think everyone isn't genuine. A lot of streamers.
Whoa now!
appreciate that. A lot of streamers are users. They will support for a day and think that the support you give them will be forever. I think you're a dope streamer. You just have to find people as dope as you are. That's the hardest part, in my opinion. I think that's a pretty genuine fucking response. Let's see how you take it.
Last time I seen you in my chat, Mookie. Boom, you got 8 messages in here. I think you knew of me, I want to say, since before I started streaming, Mookie. You was definitely here when I first started streaming. And you got 8 messages in my chat. Boom. And 4 of them came.
What did the quarter pounder do this time? Selfish greed. I've moved on to the next time. I've moved on to the next thing. I just don't want to hear it. I really don't. I don't have the energy to listen to a guy try his best to guilt trip you into giving him money while you, well, maybe not any of you, but while people have to worry about how they're going to operate with their finances. I just don't. I like Miss Minnie. I'm grateful that you throw like a dollar or $3 or a gifted sub. Jesus Christ, my one thought process is I hope you covered every line of fucking payment you got to before you threw any form of finance at me.
Came from the day. Not you pulling receipts on people, cause that ain't my first time. You know how I do. How many messages you got in my chat? You know I do that. Don't do that, Slim.
The entitlement of people in any given moment is a real interesting thing, because when this popped off the other day, this woman was getting a lot of shit, and a lot of shit that I warned to be justified, which also, then, did you used to watch Based of True? No, I've never heard of that shit. I didn't hear about Based If True until about 8 minutes ago when Miss Minnie 2013 told me about it. But after this woman had that take about all eyes on her, went viral, and now she's had to respond. I was bullied and harassed by that community stream team and will be exposing their hateful behavior in my next tweets. I was kicked from a stream team of fellow black streamers for an opinion I had in a tweet, or so I thought.
Especially when there was just a viral conversation about a woman tweeted, oh, there's not enough black women in the space, or whatever the case may be. She got dog piled on, and she ended up deleting the tweet, but it started a whole discourse about how...
No, this is... What the fuck? What the fuck? What lady killed somebody on that bike? What the fuck are you talking about?
There's not enough female streamers, and then some was saying there are a lot of streamers, they're female streamers, black female streamers, they're just not supported. And then here we go, a black female streamer doing her motherfucking big one, 119 days in a row straight streaming, doing her big one. I come out with an opinion that you don't agree with, and y'all all... This
is why we throw money at Julian. Not too many creators understand that we're all regular people. I'm sorry, but what I got 3.
How's my dick supposed to jump off of all of this information you just gave me, man?
What I got 300,000 plus. I'm sorry, but I'm still a regular motherfucker. I'm still the same motherfucker I was back in 2019 when I started doing this. Fucker, you got no fucking money. I'm in it for the love of the game. I just like speaking my fucking thought process on some shit. And my thought process here is the same as it's been any other...
How's my dick supposed to jump off of all of this information you just gave me, man?
It's the same thought process I've had any other fucking time. Motherfuckers come in and say that, oh my God, I don't get eyes on me. Oh my God.
How's my dick supposed to jump off of all of this information you just gave me, man?
Oh my God. I ain't got this amount. I ain't got that amount. I deserve this amount. I deserve this amount. All eyes on me. All eyes. This woman was apparently a part of that Kai Cenat Streaming University shit. And you know what's so fucking interesting about all those people none of y'all knew about compared to the ones that y'all did know about? Those ones that nobody knew about can't garner any form of retention. Why? Because they're still competing with the motherfuckers that had already surpassed them. They're competing with people who are already better than them, and they went to a fucking streaming university.
How am I supposed to jump off of all of this information you just gave me, man?
And they didn't retain any real information. They don't know how to captivate an audience. They don't know how to fucking keep people in. They know how to bitch toward the nines, but that's really about it. That's really about it, y'all.
It was whisperings going around that
I don't. And listen, all this random barking and bitching and barking, it's pathetic.
You're all alone now!
It's pathetic. It's a bunch of jealous-minded motherfuckers who are trying to hop, skip, and jump and be. Leon's gonna throw something. Nah, I'm not there yet. It's a bunch of pretentious motherfuckers who want to hop, skip, and jump to be somebody who feels as though, all right, I've blessed you all with my essence and presence. Give me your attention and your money. Not happening. And here's the sick part. She'll say all this shit, and she got chewed out.
All alone now!
She got chewed out for saying, hey, one of the things that I've seen, listen, I appreciate the bits and the...
You're all alone now!
And the 5 gifted subs and the hype train being at level 2. This lady did the thing that streamers are.
You're all alone now!
I'm weak. You gave a sub tomorrow. I'm fucking weak.
You're all alone now!
I'm fucking weak. You gave a sub tomorrow. Hold on, let me screenshot that shit. This would be like, just so I could text this motherfucker and be like, say thank you.
Now!
All right, that's it. It's time to open Persona! I should make that a thing. There's a way to like set up like channel points to where like you could throw in a voice, and I'm gonna figure out how to do that. Just so like whenever you want to, Leo, because you're the only one who does it, I can just like record myself screaming Persona, and whenever you want that shit to play, I'm a figure it out, and I'm gonna tell you when I figure it out, and then you never strike me as the person who use your channel points. You gonna use that shit on that.
You're all alone now!
Miss Minnie, and also Scooby-Doo Coon. I appreciate that, and I hope you motherfuckers paid y'all bills before you did anything of the sort. Don't lose your in the zone mindset again. How much to play Dispatch? So here's the thing. I was never going to play that, but then 2 motherfuckers threw money at me to buy the game. And we played about 20 minutes of it, and it was dog shit. If you want me to, in one sitting, play that entire fucking game,
How's my dick supposed to jump off of all of this information you just gave me, man?
Because look, I will sit in one sitting and stream that entire fucking game. I played 40 minutes. Interesting. I will dedicate an entire stream, not just on Twitch, on YouTube as well. I will do it on YouTube as well, multi-stream it, so that everybody could get a look. And all it's gonna take, since you threw the money out, $500. You motherfuckers ain't gonna do it. You know why? You know why you're not gonna do it? You know why you're not gonna do it? Because it's the fucking holidays and you got bills to pay.
Supposed to jump off of all of this information you just gave me, man.
But guess what? Right there, I'm calling bluff. I'm calling bluff. Ain't nobody gonna do it. You got bills to pay. You got bills to pay, fuck niggas. You ain't doing it. You ain't doing it. And because I'm confident you ain't doing it, I'm going back to what I was talking about. The sin that streamers all know about is self-promo. It's the sin. It's the only sin that exists. Miss Minnie, I appreciate
Whoa now!
the 5 more gifted subs. Didn't someone donate 500 when you started streaming? No.
Whoa now!
What actually happened was what occurred eons ago when I was still like figuring out
Whoa now!
how to actually go the route of streaming. And it was when I was trying to navigate like
Whoa now!
like it was when I was trying to navigate like how am I gonna make things better, because I can't just keep recording videos off my phone.
Whoa now!
And so I found a camera. I found a camera that I wanted to like work for and save money for to
How's
get.
my dick supposed to jump off of all of this information you just gave me, man?
And I did a stream and I titled it, I finally figured out what camera to get. That wasn't like a donate now to get so I could get it. It was literally I know which camera I want. I want to tell y'all which camera I'm going to get. And then like give me like a few months, I'm going to be able to get it. Motherfucker just threw in like all that money so that I could get it. And I was like, wow. I was dead ass like, wow. I ain't know if motherfucker wanted me to like start like shaking my ass on camera because of that. Like I was so lost at that shit. And that was when I was like, that had to have been when I was 19. So like, sheesh, I could just not pay my electric bill, but it's not like they could turn it off. Yeah, oxygen equipment. Yeah, well, I would rather you not. I would rather you pay your electric bill. Don't ever offer me an opportunity to do something with payment. Someone paid you to shake your head. No. So I had never in my life got thrown that much money at my fucking feet. Not literally, figuratively. And it was like, fuck, what do you want me to do with this? Like it's like, sheesh. Like I don't know what you want me to do at this moment. I was a little scared. Nah. What was I saying? Oh, motherfucker, it's the holidays. Y'all better not be fucking throwing y'all money at streamers like that. If you got it and you choose to flaunt it, that's your choice. I wouldn't recommend it. While I'd be grateful, I'd be worried. How much would someone have to pay to get you to see? See, is what I'm talking about. This is another thing. When you motherfuckers be throwing out the question, how much would you be willing to do this thing or that thing or the third thing, into some shit I don't want to do, that's when I start throwing out egregious prices. You want me to shake my ass on camera? $50,000. Steadfast. But because not one of us in here got it, you'll never get it to happen. But back to this. The sin streamers and content creators know, it's self-promo. You don't go in other people's streams and start talking about, oh my God, hey, you know, I'm about to go do this, I'm about to go do that while I lurk. And that's what this bitch did. That's self-promo. That's self-promo, and you don't do it. And you trying to sit there and talk about, oh my God, you ain't support me here, you ain't support me there. You going in other people's streams self-promoing. Watch it. You out of your fucking mind. And I say this as somebody who's done that. That's like a layer of disrespect. Because now it's like, hey, people who are watching, I'm going to go stream, and I might be streaming something better. I might be streaming something more worthwhile. You know, you come over here. Like, that's some shit you don't do. I could just open and max out a couple credit cards. No. See, I know you're joking, but no. But let's hear her try to defend this lurk while I stream shit.
So you would like somebody to come to your chat and say, lurk, I'm streaming right now. I didn't do that. I was already in there.
You're a liar. You're a liar. Minnie Scooby-Doo Coon. Appreciate the hype train. This is the emote we got. This is the emote we got for the hype train. Isn't it cute? Isn't it fucking cute, bruvs? But now she's lying.
There. So that's why I felt like it was okay to say, okay, I'm tapping out, see you later, about to go stream type shit. You see what I'm saying, Slick? It really came from a genuine spot. And with me being in your stream time after time and being a part of the same stream team as you, I just didn't see it as a problem. But after I got banned, but after the message got deleted, okay, now I know. And
you're a grown-ass adult. There's no way you've gone through any moment in time talking about streaming where that was never brought up. You're a grown-ass adult. Like, I'm sorry, you don't have respect for the next person to where you feel as though you're comfortable in doing that, whether if you show up in somebody's stream or whether if you disappear or fall asleep or be there the whole time. You just don't do that. You just don't. And again, this pretentious little gimmick that has gone on because now the waterworks have started to come out. I'm being bullied by that community, this, that community, that community, this, that community, that. Your disingenuous, self-entitled ass bit off more than you could recommend, and it's your fault. You set yourself up to be criticized because, much like everybody else, you provided a take online. Now, word through the grapevine is that people sent you death threats, and it seems like every time that topic gets brought up, there are people like, that's not true. I don't care if it is or it ain't. Never do it. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how bad the take is or how much it pisses you off. Don't get yourself in trouble over it. Don't get yourself put in the bind. I don't condone it. I don't cheer it on. I don't like it. If I was to ever find out one of you stupid fucks did that in my name, that's when, if at any point motherfuckers would speak legally about something, I would be snitching like the coziest bitch, because ain't nobody gonna put a stitch on me. But let's see what this bitch complained about.
As bad as they trying to paint me as the bad person or whatever the case may be.
You crying. You didn't rape nobody. You didn't beat nobody. You just had a bad take. And you thought like everybody was gonna agree with you, but they don't. Cry about it. Like, cry about it. Like, cry about it. Bringing up a vulnerable moment that someone in your community shared with you about how you made them feel in order to prove that you're not a bad person isn't the flex you think it is. Truthfully, posts like this only solidify that thought in people's heads. A good person doesn't have to prove it. Are you in the category of speed running your victim card? Don't let these losers get to you. You said what you said. Stand on it. These chronically online clowns will move on to the next drama in about a week. This is true. It's hilarious seeing fake positive streamers attack you like they don't feel the same way deep down. I mean, you could feel the exact same way. It's when you voice it that you're even worse. Why you crying on camera? If you truly cared about people's mental health, you wouldn't keep track of how much support someone shows. Saying you check in when it's convenient. I'll give y'all the greatest example under the sun. Heckin. Heckin ain't been around for fuckteenth how long. I'm not questioning Heckin. Fucking Canadian, where the fuck you been at? Blah, 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 blah. Heckin has a life. Heckin has to fear my uprising against the Canadian ham. That's what Heckin has to worry about. Heckin, I know, has been preparing for the wrath that I will rain down one day on all forms of Canadian ham. It's Canadian bacon, and it's that liberal propaganda that has Canada in the fucking state it's in now. But let's keep watching.
My computer. Whoa now!
I've been here since the PS5 hunt days. That's you just made me think about so much shit just now. You don't know the crazy part about all that? Because I've said this before. That let me know like how creative I could be with my voice. And like how I could just take the smallest thing and have so much fun with it. Because that was really like an inconvenience to me. Because I wanted a PS5 and I wanted it like day fucking one. And I couldn't get it. And before that, I would not get shit and be mad. And I don't know what possessed me. I didn't make either. Because I didn't prep anything yet. I literally stopped the stream, watched football, and here I am again. Literally all I did. I stopped the stream, watched football, came back. I thought I was gonna fall asleep and do this shit tomorrow. But no, I'm still here. But the thing about that is it allowed me to have like so much fun knowing how mad I was I couldn't get a PS5. And I dead ass was just having fun with this shit. Because I knew eventually I was going to get one. But it was a matter of, fuck. Now I want to try my damnedest and hardest to like, be funny. Because I always knew I was funny. And, it worked out. Because the trick is I was already talking about shit. And it was shit that I wanted to talk about. It probably ranged between like maybe a few hundred views to, like, if I was lucky, 1,000. That fucking PS5 shit, that was fun. That was fun to do. It really was. It was fun to do. And I really think like that's like cool shit to me. That's why I love doing this shit. Like any minor dumbass inconvenience, I could have fun in just like voicing whatever the fuck here. It's fun. Oh, you gotta take it serious because of this, that, and that. This has always been fun for me. It has always been fun for me. I ain't mean to get like too sentimental, but fuck, you just reminded me how old I am. After 5 years of subscribing to you, still one of the best days I did. You really like? I don't think without that fucking PS5 videos, I don't think I'm on Twitch like at all. Because wasn't the gimmick like I get a fucking PS5, then I'm gonna start streaming? Boy, did I not know what I was doing. I didn't know that you really needed a stable internet to make your stream look good. I didn't know about dropped frames and bitrate. Shee! Barely knew about OBS. Shee! You say this like you do now? I will invade Canada. And you're going to be the first one I find. I'm going to make sure that the propaganda I spread in Canada revolutionizes that entire pig-lipped ass fucking country. You know why? Because I'm an American. And the one thing we Americans pride ourselves on is how fucking stupid we are. Remember, Canada's our 51st state. Oh, whatever the fuck that dumbass said.
community knows who I am. So that there was somebody that DM'd me and told me, Trent, you've been such a light. You've been such a light to me in the last 30 days. I thought.
Imagine somebody coming to you and being like, you know, I've been checked out, but I like watching your streams. You've been a light to me, and you using that to deflect from criticism of you wanting motherfuckers at your beck and call on a stream. Bitch, you sick. Oh, you sick.
About offing myself. You know what I'm saying? And so I helped save somebody's life. That's how deep this shit can get.
You lame, bro. You dead ass lame. You had a take about motherfuckers watching you and them being glued to you and leaving comments and interacting in the fucking chat. The shit go viral. People saying that shit's selfish. And your response is to break down and be like, bro, I'm a genuine person. I saved somebody's life. Man, fuck you, bro.
And that alone has put more of a battery in my back.
Leon, you've been a light to me. I've been the reason you motherfuckers hate breathing. Like, you might want to stop it. I'm the reason you motherfuckers get up and just look at the world and be like, man. I hate this world.
Continue to show up every day to check up on y'all. Ask y'all how y'all day been. You know what I'm saying? So as bad as they trying to paint me as a bad person or whatever the case may be, my community knows who I am. I would have never dogpiled on anybody like this. I was not deserving of this. No matter if you felt like I was attention seeking.
You were.
I was promoting in your chat.
So I've been half paying attention. So egregiously bad take about constantly consuming content, not recognizing that people have lives, got called out, and is apparently using somebody's attempted suicide to deflect from it.
The thing that they said I did was not even like worth what they.
I ain't gonna lie, I'd kill myself seeing this shit too.
Like what? Lock me up. Those are the types of things that they said I did. I bragged on my accomplishments. I promoted with my emotes in their chat. Those types of things made me deserve this shit that y'all did to me today. That's crazy.
No, it's not. Honestly, outside of death threats, everything else is about as casual as anybody could get in any given moment. And you crying about it ain't gonna save your ass. Your take was pathetic, and you, much like the quartering and any other people who hold these same sentiments, y'all gotta understand, y'all viewers are humans. The only people y'all should be cursing out are these fucking bots that come in and they're like, can you watch this YouTube video? Those are the only people y'all should be cursing out. Those are ever the only people y'all should be cursing out in a live stream setting. I just don't get it, man. I'll never truly get it. Like, because I could say that, and then the answer is clear that people are just selfish and entitled. But I feel as though it's been documented so many times that it's not really the way to go about it. That people should be aware at some point, like, yeah, that's not how you garner attention. That's not how you garner interaction. It's how you perpetually fuck up in getting people to care. It's how you could torch a lot of viewership in the long run. It's how you could get people to look at you and view you as entitled. When all this is you being entertaining enough for people to keep watching. And sometimes I feel as though in a live setting, I don't do a good job of that. But you know, I try. I try because I want to make motherfuckers laugh. Do I think I'm a stand-up comedian? Fuck no. But do I think I have like that schoolyard style comedy that can make a motherfucker laugh? Absolutely. I can always look at a dick and grab it and twist it. No diddy. It confuses me how people are that drastic to be entitled with a group of people that live outside of the bubble you clearly want them to always pay attention to. but not pay attention to it too much to the point where they pop it. It's like, it's just, it'll always fry the fuck out me. It will. But it needs to be stated, motherfucker saying ayo, as if that's the weirdest shit you've ever heard me fucking say. I did good. I came back. Like I said, even though none of you believed in it, none of you believed in it, I came back. I streamed the shit I wanted to finish streaming about. No stone left unturned. And honestly, you could blame Skelly because Skelly attacked me and treated me like common fodder, like I was a house slave. But that's the norm. You did an hour 30. Oh, look who came back. Look who came crawling back. Figured you get food coma and forget about it. I don't get food coma. I'm just tired. I just get tired. That's the bitch's way out. That's the bitch's way out of food coma. I'll eat food and then go on a fucking run. And that'll be the fucking reason why I throw up in the middle of the street. You going live again this week? Signs point to yes. It being on YouTube is a strong doubt. It's a strong doubt. You get to taste your food twice. That's just a waste of food, absolutely. You know what's crazy? I think it was like 2 months ago I threw up for the first time in years. Bro. Maybe it's just because when I was a kid, I was more focused on my fucking stomach hurting. Bro, I threw up. And I was trying to figure out for a good 5 minutes, what the fuck was that smell? And then I realized it was my mouth. And I'm like, wow. That's just fucking nuts. And when I tell you, I was scraping my fucking teeth with that toothbrush. It was like, I had every mouthwash under the sun just like gargling down there, no diddy. It was just like, oh my God. my fucking breath stunk after that. Oh, children, I got nothing. I feel pretty. I'm so pretty and witty. Skelly, are you not going to apologize for accosting me? Go Commanders. You know what? I hope you don't get any fucking thing for Christmas, you sycophantical son of a bitch. Get out.